Hello and welcome to another Zero Bucks Given podcast here in Legacy Studios in beautiful Galway City. Tonight, I am very excited. I've been looking forward to having this guest on for since the start of Zero Bucks Given podcast. He was one of the first people I thought of. Most people will know him from his social media platform. A lot of people will say he's from the right side of the field. Some people will say that he's right. It is a pleasure to introduce tonight Michael McCarthy.
Hello, Stephen. Appreciate it.
Yes.
Appreciate you having me here.
Yes, I've been following you a long time and I've been really looking forward to this interaction with you. So thank you so much for joining us here tonight.
Appreciate it.
We won't give his location away, but he didn't have an awful long way to go.
No, I didn't. I'm close.
Yes.
Close.
That's one thing that I'll say. For all the times I've watched you, you keep it direct. You keep it to the content on the page. You don't give an awful lot away.
Yeah, I try to keep it. I don't know whether it's the right thing to do because some people like showing a bit of, personality, and you're supposed to show who you are and stuff. But I do like my privacy, and I try to keep that side of life private.
For someone that I completely understand that.
Yeah.
Now I share an awful lot of my day-to-day life, and I'll make funny stories of things that happen. I often mention my mother and my kids, but that's about as far as it goes. I don't give too much away. I don't I'll give the location after I'm gone, if that makes sense, and that sort of thing. Is that for security, or are you just a private person in general?
A private person in general, but I suppose it's security. I feel like the more information you give away, the more information you give people to use,
Yes. Ammunition,
100%. That can be anything. So I like to just keep it to the content and not show anything outside it. Although you could argue that's not the right way to do it, and you shouldn't.
No, if that's the way you're comfortable with, 100%, because your content speaks for itself. I see there that you broke the 1 million followers on Instagram. So congratulations,
Appreciate that.
congratulations with that. Myself, I'll get back to that in a minute. Myself, I actually don't. If I'm in or out of a relationship, I do not like to share too much on that at all, because the type of content that I put up, although it's humor based initially, I do delve into the political side of things.
See that? All right. Yeah.
Yes. And I done more. That's how the page was. That's how the page grew in the beginning. And if people
With
are
the political stuff.
Oh yeah,
really?
Oh, 100%. It was lockdown that my page grew.
Yeah.
Me giving out about the government. The creamy pints came after.
Did it? Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
All
The
right.
creamy pints came after. It was me giving out about the lockdown that started out off the page.
Were people in favor?
Oh, in favor.
Oh, they were.
They were.
All right.
But you see, everyone had the same opinion. Everyone was pissed off, and everyone was on the same boat. And it's when everyone's rowing the same way, and everyone's going through a little bit of hardship, everyone will agree. Yeah, 100%. You're right. But then when things got a little bit cozy again, people soon forget.
Okay.
Eating bread is soon forgotten.
Yeah.
Anyways, you got to 1 million followers on Instagram. I'm pretty sure that you're not on TikTok. You were on TikTok.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Banned on TikTok.
Yeah, banned on TikTok.
Yeah.
For telling the truth.
I did a TikTok one. I used to do TikTok debates. This is very early on.
Okay.
2 months into making content. And I was making content, did TikTok debates. Conor McGregor's court trial was on during that time. So hosted a debate. It was 3 girls arguing whether he was guilty or not. 3 girls arguing whether they were three girls on either side arguing against each other. I thought it was fair enough, but
sounds like a good night out.
Yeah. Yeah, but woke up then and there was you get mass reported on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, you get mass reported. So 11 videos were taken down when I woke up. I was like, okay, that's strange. By the next day, the account was gone.
Okay.
Yeah. Instagram doesn't have that. I think with Instagram, as many people can report the content as they want.
Yeah.
But if there's nothing there, there's nothing there.
Okay.
With TikTok, I think reports hold more value.
That's interesting because I'm on my second page on TikTok as well. The first one was taken down because I showed the back of my balls, but that's another. That's for that's for another.
Hardly. Did you actually?
I did, yeah. Well, it's went a bit like this. Do you remember the bottle cap challenge? You know, the Jason Statham.
Why?
Do you remember how he went and he knocked the
Oh, I
floor
do. I
guy?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So myself and Owen Colligan were down on the beach in our beach. It was a lake actually, but it was a beach. It was a sandy beach.
Yeah.
And I said, we'll do the bottle cap challenge. So my bottle cap challenge is that I was doing this big run up and I done a bit of a twist. All I had on me was a pair of shorts and I done the bottle cap challenge and I completely missed it. I kicked the
Slipped
bottle
out.
right into the sky, but I ran off as if I'd been victorious and I jumped into the sea and I dropped, before I jumped in, I dropped my kicks. But now I was way off. I was a good 80 meters away
Yeah.
and you can barely see anything. And me,
Still got you.
they got me banned straight away. No appeal, no
Really?
nothing, no nothing. As if I'd never existed. And I think I was on 100 at that time on the first one, 120,000, and I was gone. I was like, fuck me, I'll never do that again. And but that was TikTok. Instagram, I get an awful lot, no more than yourself, get an awful lot of shtick on Instagram. And I know when I've been slightly shadow banned. When you've done so many videos and you know what works,
Oh,
and you know a viral video, and it dives, it bombs, you know that your page has been affected. But how? My question is, how important is social media to you and your
massive. Yeah.
yes,
Without social media, I say in terms of changing ideas of the public and stuff, without social media, we're screwed.
yeah,
A lot of the media organizations, the big ones in the news channels in Ireland are paid now by the government. They get grants, or
yes,
like RT, they get hundreds of millions.
yes,
So without social media and independent media,
yes,
there's no
yes.
chance.
That's a personal thing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course,
yeah.
because it's pretty much your life now.
It is, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
How do you financially gain from it, or do
The,
you, or have you a
yeah, the videos at the start. So it took me months to get monetized. So for the first 9 months of making content, close to a year, wasn't making a penny.
yeah?
Nothing was coming in. Then I got monetized. Can't really say what
No.
monetized me or not, because what hap- what happens is you get, so I had a NordVPN affiliate link
Okay.
early on,
Right.
and the moment you post that or something, they start emailing NordVPN and stuff, and you get emails back saying sorry we've dropped you and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
So you kind of have to be careful what you say and what you don't say. But I am monetized. The content is monetized.
Right.
X pays and then Meta pays. Instagram doesn't pay, as you know yourself.
Yes.
I think if you were in
I haven't monetized any of the
have you
pages.
not?
No.
Yeah.
But you see, I take it in from the merch
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the live shows. So that's my way of doing it.
100%. You have to have some other business to
Yeah.
direct people towards. And
Yes.
make
Of
that
course. So that's why social media is important to me.
right.
Yeah.
The
As
traction.
the traction. Yeah. Of course. And getting your face. The TikTok, never made a penny off TikTok. But again, it's getting your face out there. So when your poster goes up in a town, people say, "Oh, that's the lad from," whether they like you or not. Then
It's great for reach. Like
Oh,
TikTok.
100%.
Yeah, TikTok's the only platform. Early on, TikTok was the only platform where I'd post a video and then I might go on X and I'll see people resharing a video I posted
I've
on
seen
X.
it.
Yes. I've never, Instagram doesn't have that.
Yeah.
TikTok did have that. TikTok, you'd go on other platforms, you can start seeing your
Yeah, well,
content just
that's
appear.
because it was so quick to download.
Yeah.
Like all you have to do is hit the download button and it's there.
Wow.
Whether to download an Instagram video, you have to get the link, you have to put it into a video downloader, and then you have to download it onto the phone. So believe it or not, that's enough to deter
Oh,
a lot of people. Just that
100%.
extra couple of clicks.
Yeah.
And I even Garen Noon, and I know for a fact he's not on X, and
Yeah.
and I've seen his video on X, and I know for a fact that he doesn't like he's not on X, and it's not a platform that he'd be involved with. YouTube, are you on YouTube?
Trying to, so yeah,
Because your content would just go nuts on
yeah.
YouTube.
The goal is now to start a daily show on YouTube, which I'm hiring a writer got. Now I just need an editor, and hopefully can pump out 3 videos a week
Yeah,
on just on YouTube.
that's brilliant.
Yeah, because YouTube's where you make money.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes,
and fair enough. People always go,
and
"Oh,
Spotify.
Spotify's good,"
Yeah,
is it?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you can funnel them all into the one thing.
Spotify's.
Yeah,
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 okay. Yeah, it's like if you can, people always go, "Oh, you should." Early on, you get people saying you should just do it for, the cause, do it for nothing.
yes,
But
yes.
you can't. You have to make money.
But
Or
this is the thing.
yeah, of
It's all right. It's all right doing it for the cause, and we all like at the end of the day, we're very passionate about Ireland and
course.
being Irish,
Yeah,
and the piss not being taken out of Irish people and Ireland itself. But everyone has to pay the bills. Everyone has to eat.
100%.
Everyone has to put petrol or diesel in the car, or electric now, or
Yeah,
whatever. We all have to survive. And if you're putting so much time and effort into a social media platform, you need remuneration. It's as simple as that. Um, I'd love to have millions of euros and I wouldn't have to be worried about it, and then I could do whatever I want.
yeah, same.
And and if I did, if you think my content is juicy now, it'd get really
Yeah,
juicy. So it would.
100%. Yeah, you're always kind of tight. You have to walk a tightrope.
Yes.
Just make sure
Yes.
everything's on. That's my greatest achievement. People can look at the followers or the views and think, "Oh, that's unfair." My greatest achievement is still having an account on these
Yes.
platforms while talking about the issues I talk
Yes.
about. That's by far the toughest one, especially starting off, because you're trying to figure out
Yes.
where that line is.
Because the platforms will go with traction. When they see something getting traction, they start pushing you forward. But then if they are getting complaints, then they have no problem pulling you
100%.
back as
Yeah.
well. And you have to run a very tight ship.
Mm.
Especially with people think, oh, a lot of people just think I do creamy pint videos because that's the algorithm that they're watching. Okay, I do one creamy pint video a week,
Mm.
and I only started that. It was a complete mistake that just snowballed and kept going. I didn't want that wasn't my goal at all, but that's what sells the merch, and I'll keep going with it every Friday as long as people keep sharing the videos. I'll keep banging them out. But the pages have been threatened. I've learned a few things that you don't do. Your content is a little bit different. You're kind of an alternative news
Yeah.
kind of thing and giving your opinion at the same time.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm trying to give the news, but in a funny way,
Mm.
and sometimes I do touch the line a little bit. But I believe myself that I don't actually go over it. Have you ever done a video and think to yourself, that one might be a bit touchy?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yeah. There's a lot of my fit. There's a lot in archived, where I just
Okay.
like, I can't show that. Some of it's terrible stuff.
Yeah. From the videos in the background, or you're actually your own thinking?
Bit of both. A bit of both. Sometimes my wording might not be great.
Is that from emotion?
Emotion. It's a way. Maybe, or maybe it's just too blunt. You have to give everything to people in
Yes.
like a nice watered down version, a
Yes.
digestible version of
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Sometimes you can just be a bit too blunt. Someone might be like taken back from it.
Yeah.
But the big one would be videos I show. People look at the content. My older stuff was way worse. Like I was
Okay.
showing, I remember there was people on a podcast making jokes about it. My earlier stuff, I would show migrants in Italy barbecuing like a cat on the
Right.
road,
Okay.
crazy stuff.
Nice.
Now,
Nice family viewing.
yeah, nice family view, and I can't show that anymore. But those videos still exist. Like you go on
Yeah.
X, there's some terrible videos out there that most people on Instagram, TikTok, they'll never see,
Yes.
but they're out there and they're bad. But I can't show it because if I show it, I'll get banned.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. That's one thing that I didn't realize about X until very recently. Even though I'm on it a couple of years, I didn't really use it for the first year or two. I was told, do not go near it by Pete French Toast. I was just, do not go near it because you, as much trouble as you get on in all the other platforms, you will just, you'll just blow up, and it did. Sometimes not in a good way, but everything goes on X.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there's no,
It's very good. Yeah.
yeah, but even like there's like porn videos and everything. I was like, they just show up in my algorithm since
Yeah.
I started following Andy Lee. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'll have to do something about that.
There's a setting on it now. It's very good. I have it on. It's like hide sensitive content.
Okay.
And that hides all the
Okay,
porn,
okay.
because without it,
Is there a setting on it for hiding big willies? Andy, stop posting up pictures of your dick, man.
yeah.
But is there any video that made it for you? Like it went
Oh,
from
that's
just
interesting.
going along, and next thing it went bang.
Question. So around all of a sudden, so the first 4 months on Instagram, 3 months, were kind of like this. And all
Yes.
of a sudden there was, I don't know what happened, whether it was an algorithm change or because of the consistent posting, Instagram was all like, okay, this guy's taking it seriously, start pushing him. But it just started shooting up, and again like 100,000 in a month. And before it would have taken 4 months to get to 10K.
Yes.
And from there, then it just kept going.
Yes. Well, I was always told, this is at the beginning of my Instagram journey. I remember Owen Colligan keep telling me to jump on Instagram. We were on Facebook for about 2 years before we went on Instagram. He kept saying, go on Instagram, go on Instagram. That's where it's happening now. And I was like, I don't particularly like Instagram. It seems very short and snappy. And we were myself and Pete were used to longer form, and I knew that they didn't push longer form. And then when I started, it became my favorite platform. And he kept telling me, once you get to 10,000, the page will nearly take care of itself. Now, in saying that, as soon as we got to 10,000, part of the reason for that was you couldn't share links on your stories until you got to 10,000 on Instagram. So
Right.
for selling tickets, it was a disaster. You used to have to direct people to the bio, and like that as well, people's attention span. If they have to double click something, forget about it. Or if unless they really want something, it won't be a spontaneous buy. If they have to double or triple click, you've already lost them. So that's why the link on the stories is so important for anything like that, for selling merch, selling tickets, or any events that are happening, or to direct people to other articles or videos. So soon as, like, I was like, we worked so hard to get to 10,000, and then I think it was a week later, they changed it to anyone can put up a link.
All
I was
right.
like, yeah, I was like,
yeah.
fuck all
So
that
much
work for
that.
nothing. But it was always nice to be over that
Yeah.
limit. That reminds me of my grandfather. This is an antidote altogether.
Yeah.
My grandfather worked hard all his life, couldn't wait for the pension. Couldn't wait
Right.
when he got to 63 or 64 or 63. Couldn't wait for the pension, and at the time, his pension the pension age was 64. So this is late 90s, late 90s. 64 couldn't, or 63, couldn't wait for it. Couldn't wait to turn 64 so that he'd get the pension. Um, the year he was meant to get the pension, the budget, they upped it to 65.
Right.
So he had to wait another year, and then he died.
Seriously.
He died in the December. Yeah, a month after the. Yeah, he couldn't. He didn't even get to draw down the pension. He was a great man. Such crack,
Yeah.
but such a warm, nice guy. But anyway, getting back to the platforms and that. Do you ever? Is there ever been a video where you've got so much backlash that you've lost followers over? I'm sure there's a lot of videos that you lose followers over.
I say so. To be honest, I don't pay attention to it
Yes.
because I lose about 20,000-30,000 followers a month, like,
Yes.
but I gain as much or more back. So
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. The only time I lose followers is when I'm shadow banned, which happened a few times.
Yes.
You know, you can go into account stats and you can see if they show your content to followers or not.
Yes.
When that stops, then over time, your followers will start to
Yes.
increase.
Yes, of course.
Other than that, no. Sometimes you might have a controversial opinion that some people don't like, but
Yeah.
kind of just ignore it.
Yeah, of course, of course. And and I know that you get some backlash. I put out a questionnaire before you came on, and I told you that I was going to do it this morning,
Yeah,
and I don't think I've got so many questions with all the guests that I've had on, and it'll be a long time. I'm sure. My arms were actually sore writing down the questions. I tried to take the best of them, and we'll get into them. We'll get into them very shortly, as well. And one thing I will say is that most of them, the vast majority of them, were very in your favor
yeah,
and very well thought out questions. There was four or five. There was four or five ones that maybe wouldn't be on your side,
mm,
which you would expect in
that's
that
normal.
game.
Yeah,
And I will be asking you some of them because I don't want it to be a complete love in. I don't want to be fanboying you
yeah,
all the podcast.
100%.
I'm not going to get through them all. This is literally this is all of them. This is nuts.
Yeah,
But we'll get into it. Yeah, we'll get into it soon. I was actually very surprised that you weren't. I was on the show, and I remember talking to you about it,
oh yeah,
and I was very surprised that you weren't asked at the time.
yeah. I think I'd probably be too much that side, you know.
Well, should you be?
Yeah,
Because I think is that side the side of common sense as far as now. There's a few things that I we will get back and forth on.
yeah,
There's most things that I agree with you on. There's a couple of things that I remember watching and thinking, I slightly disagree with them on that,
yeah.
and we will get into it. I thought you would have been a perfect candidate for that dinner with the enemy.
It would have been fun.
Yeah, it would have been,
Yeah,
and I think you and Tyam would have got on
yeah,
very well,
yeah.
and maybe Ben as well.
Then yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and definitely not Natasha.
Oh, Natasha, absolute head case. That woman.
We won't go into that. We won't go into that. Right,
Yeah.
listen, we won't go into that. I let
She
like I
was. Did you know she was going through all my followers? You know,
yes.
going,
Oh my God.
yeah, who, you know, calling out people who follow me, and she was commenting on comments under my
Yes.
post. Head
Nuts,
case. Yeah.
absolutely nuts. And I didn't throw her under the bus after it. And a lot of people couldn't understand why I didn't. But I think she does enough damage for her
Yeah.
own sake.
How
That
did you find it? Did they cut out pieces?
they cut out an awful
Did
lot.
they?
Yeah, yeah. Now in saying that, they cut it in the end. I'd say in my favor.
Did they?
Yeah, they
Okay.
didn't. They did indeed. I think that they knew. They knew at the end of it. I do feel like Natasha, and I think a lot of people felt like Natasha kind of ruined an awful lot of good conversations that
Yeah.
probably never seen the light of day because constant interference. She had an opinion on absolutely everything.
Okay.
But I do it again, and this time knowing what I know now, I would be even more prepared. I did come back from Canada quite recently to that, and I was doing shows in between. I was knackered going up, but we got through it.
Mm.
And the first couple of days was just me nesting in. And if I had started from the beginning as well, it would have been a lot different. I was for the first day or two, I was nestling or feathering my nest,
Yeah.
was what I was looking for there to try and get in. And then on the third night, then I went out to the Black Forge as being well documented, and I didn't get home until 4:30 in the morning. So that was not a good start to the fourth day.
Yeah.
um, but anyways, that's been talked about a lot, and we won't go into it. Um, I think you'd be ideal if you were asked. Would you go for it?
Now it's hard. I'd be. It's Virgin Media, isn't it?
Virgin Media, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like it could be anything.
Yeah, I'd be worried. You're giving them a lot of power to present it a certain way. You know,
Yes,
with media, you have to be careful. It's
yes,
hard. It's hard when you can't bring your own camera or record it, so you can show. Like if they ever did edit something in a bad way, you can't be like, "This is actually what happened."
yes.
Happens in media scenarios. Would I do it? Probably would. Yeah, probably be cracked.
I think it would. I think it'd be great to test your wit and your
Yeah,
opinions and views on it. But you are right. You are at the mercy of the editors.
you are.
Lucky enough, you have, and no more than myself, a platform that we can go back and defend yourself after it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been edited that didn't have the same platforms as both of us do, and they had no voice
No.
at the end of it. Um,
How did you enjoyed it? You
oh, I
talked.
did,
Yeah.
I did, yeah, I did in the end. Um, I enjoyed it, and I wasn't worried about it until I seen the trailer,
Yeah.
and they used a clip from my interview.
All
So
right.
I was being interviewed.
Yeah.
Like, this wasn't meant to go out, and as far as I was concerned, it wasn't meant to go out on television.
Right.
And I had a complete brain fart where I said, "Well, where's White Man Month?" And that's not what I meant at all. I was like, if they
You're
put
right.
put 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 in, yeah, if they'd put in the previous bits into it, they were. I was talking about Black History Month, Black People Month, and I was that's great, Pride Month, and everything. Like, why is there any need for them? Let's everyone get on and common sense prevail and all that. And what I said then was, "Where's White Man Month?" But I just said White Man Month. So basically, all I needed was a white hoodie with two holes cut out in it for eyes,
Imagine, yeah.
and a horse, and a pitchfork with flames at the
That'd
end
be
of it.
good TV.
I was like, oh my god, they think I'm a white supremacist. But
That's what I mean by editing. You just,
yes, I know. But in the end, when I
it's
seen that, I was
better.
like, there was a little gulp in my throat. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know how this go. Right, we're going to get into these. Um, as I said, most of these questions were very well thought out, and because you do an awful lot of questionnaires with even with other people, and it's half of them are just hogwash. You know, you couldn't even read them out; they're just nonsense. But I'd say there wasn't one bad question in it. Um, so we'll take it from the top. We can go through them. You can talk as much or as little on the questions as much as you want.
Mm.
And the first one was, I'll just go from the first one. I'm Irish living in the US. Why is RTE so obsessed with Trump and not their own issues?
They just like shitting on Trump. I think
Yeah.
they've liked it since 2016. I don't know what it is. It's this kind of
I
um, hard to.
I think it's because they know the value that he brings. Like, as soon as people see Donald Trump, it's like, what did he say now? And it just makes good TV for
Does.
RTE.
Yeah, it's like the comedians back when Trump was. Every comedy show in America
Oh
was
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah,
skittle Trump,
yeah,
really.
yeah. Now, some of them were clever. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I do think when someone holds a public office, that they have to expect, and they leave themselves open to ridicule and the piss being taken out of them. Now, I've done videos in Trump's favor, and but I've also tried to make funny videos as well. But
Mm.
that's what I do.
Yeah.
And if it's there, he is comic gold. I also think that like, they love distracting or deflecting from what's going on, because I do actually think that there is government bias,
Oh, 100%.
without a doubt. You know, would you find that yourself?
Government biased in media reporting.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially with
100%.
RTE.
Well, sure, the government pays them,
Yes,
so
yeah. Was
they
it
have
700 million a year or something like that?
750 million over 3 years.
Yes,
So
yeah,
that's a three-quarters of a billion. It's
yeah,
an incredible amount of money for RT. And then you have the likes of Irish Independent and the Liberal. They all get grants from
yes, yes, of course.
government as well. So,
And that came out when that Misha Éireann festival
oh,
was
Michelle.
cancelled. Misha Éire
Yeah.
was cancelled. Then it came to the light that all these newspapers that were in favor of it being cancelled and all that were getting very heavily funded from the government. So you
So,
can't have that.
no, you can't. Once you do that, you're kind of ripping apart democracy, because democracy doesn't work if you have public institutions that
Yes,
don't represent the people. These newspapers now, they're representing the state and their interest. So of course, if someone's giving you hundreds of thousands, you're not going to be saying a bad word about them.
yeah.
Completely throws it aside. And
Would you what do you think of the likes of Gript?
Grift are decent. They're decent. I was a big fan of them years ago when they first came out. Now I feel like they're a bit. They're all right. They ask good questions sometimes. They're a
Yes.
bit stale. Sometimes they miss the mark, but
Okay.
some of the people in there are great, like Ben,
Ben, yeah.
Fatima.
Yeah.
Really like them. They're always on the ball. But yeah, crypto is
I must actually get Ben down. That'd be another
yeah,
interesting
that would be good.
podcast. Yeah. Um, he was very well, very articulate and very well spoken at the table. I must make contact with him actually. Pamela says, "Hello all. Just like to say, Michael, love your videos with the nail on the head every
Thank you,
time."
Pamela.
That was not a question. That was more of a statement, but
That's love.
accepted all the same.
Yeah.
If you could pick in the Republic of Ireland a political party to be in government or a person, who would it be?
I've been watching. Do you pay any attention to politics on the right in Ireland?
Oh yeah, yeah. I keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I started. I had no interest in politics before I started. Just like a normal enough person, zero interest. So when I started, I was just watching to see who who's who, trying to figure out all these different people, all these new parties rising and falling. Right's a mess. There's not much there. But watching it, the only alternative right now, in my view, would be the National Party. Um, that's the only party I thought that are coming across pretty well in terms of people. Nick Delahanty's great.
Yes.
He's brilliant, very on the ball. That's kind of it at the moment. I'm still
Yeah.
watching. There's still about 2 years left for election, 2, 3 years.
Yes. If yeah, two,
Yeah,
two
so
and a half.
2.5 is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so still time
It's a
for
long way down the line yet.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's still time to organize and come up with something.
Yeah. See, the problem is, and I'm always saying, if you keep voting for Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, what more do you expect? Um, but the problem is there isn't a strong enough opposition. We had Sinn Féin, and they're just Fianna Fáil light now.
Yeah, Sinn Féin are left of Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
left of them, like
Left again.
yeah.
And like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on the Zero Bucks Given podcast. I was in Sinn Féin. I was
Right.
I started off the East Mayo Sinn Féin. Come on, I was one of the founding members. No, I was young. I was 19 or 20. And we named it after. We thought it was an IRA hunger striker, but it turned out to be an INLA hunger striker. That was just a mistake. And that's all we were left with. I think it was Patsy O'Hara. But I kind of, after about a year and a half, there was a couple of reasons I left it, and I just left it
Really?
behind. Yeah, yeah. And it just didn't hold my values, um, for one reason or another. But I'm just so disappointed in Mary Lou MacDonald. I'd be centred, and I thought they were centre. I thought they were centre or common sense, right of centre. But how far left they've gone.
Oh, crazy.
But the thing is where did this left and right come from? I mean, it's such a hot potato now.
Yeah.
It's so divisive. Like, is far right just another word for common sense?
I would say so. I would say everyone. I would say everyone's calling far left. So
Yes.
anyone right now is
Yes.
seen as
Well, anyone that doesn't go with the opinion of the left seems to be now, in my opinion, seen as far right. When they're not, you can be right of centre without being an extremist or a bad person.
yeah.
And I do feel like the center is where, or right of centre is where centre used to be, and the left have gone so far left that they've dragged everything that way. If it was a pendulum, I know I done the video on Charlie Kirk when he died, and I used that analogy with it. You would have been a big fan of him?
He would have been a big fan. Wouldn't have said a big fan, but I would have liked some of the stuff he said. They think Charlie Kirk's far right.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk's pretty centre.
Yeah.
The people coming up, the younger generation, are to the right of Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, okay.
That's what a lot of people don't understand.
Well, that was the whole thing about it. Just because you don't agree with someone
Yeah.
doesn't make them far this or far that.
No.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion,
Yeah.
and you're entitled to give it. don't the thing is, I think what happens is people force their opinion, and that's what gets people's backs up
Yeah, yeah. Like,
massively. Like everything, if you're told to do something or to agree with something that you don't agree with or don't want to do, your back's going to get up.
yeah,
You're not going to go, all right, okay.
yeah. The way Ireland's gone the last 10 years, I hardly recognise it.
Yes,
Not the Ireland I grew up with. A lot of people say that too. And it's not an Ireland I look to in the future and look forward to seeing.
yes,
Like, especially if when I do have children and if they do grow up here, you'd want to give them some semblance of what Ireland is and was.
yes.
The way it's going now, far from it. It's going to be
Yeah,
far from.
I know there's a lot of questions like that,
All right.
like that coming in. No, keep talking. When you talk about the Ireland that you grew up in,
Yeah.
eh, talk to me about that.
It's an Ireland that
Brothers, sisters.
values, yeah,
Yes.
brothers, sisters, that values tradition, family, that um, I say religion's a big part of it too, having a Christian faith. Even though I was non-religious longer than I'd been religious, stopped believing in God around 14, 15,
Okay.
atheist. Thought it was the biggest load of nonsense ever.
Yes.
How can you believe it? Makes no sense. I thought it was cope, people who are afraid of dying, want something to believe in, all that kind of stuff. I said, someone of a strong mind
Mm-hmm.
doesn't need something higher to look up to,
Mm-hmm.
all that. But then as you grow older, I think you start to get more wise and you start to understand there's a lot more to it than just that.
Just science. It's funny you should say that. I read an article today that there was this um there was this person saying that he doesn't need to believe in God, and I believe in science and everything like that. And then it showed all the people, all the brilliant scientists, Newton, Albert Einstein, Tesla, the whole works. They all believed in God. They said that science is nothing without faith in God.
Yeah,
It doesn't work
it's
like that.
funny how it
Yes,
works. You get
yes,
to a stage, I believe, like it's not ignorance as such, but there's this idea that, oh, you know everything.
yeah,
God can't be real or whatever. But then it comes to a stage where you start to learn more, start to question things, and you go, okay, maybe there's a lot we don't know.
yes,
And you start, once you accept that. Plus, my big thing is how it affects society at large. And I think a society that believes in God and that organizes itself around the belief of God is better than a godless society.
yes,
So I believe it's important people, uh, go along with it, actually engage with it. I think it's a brilliant tradition to go to mass on a
yes,
Sunday. The community meets up, communal church, all get together, all sharing the same faith. That's a good community
yes.
activity to do.
100%. It gives a discipline to a community as well.
Does, yeah.
And to quote an old neighbor of my grandparents in Trina Bantry in Bohola, John Johnny was his first name. John Johnny was his first name. Um, when he was asked about God, he said he said that's just a moral compass, and that's a great way of explaining it. It's a moral compass. It gives a measurement of morals for people to live by, and w- without it, it's anarchy.
It's grounding.
Yes, grounding.
Yeah, if you pray, it's almost like I'd I would recommend everyone try it. Praying's like a form of
Hmm.
meditation. You sit down. My way of doing it, I sit down, I give thanks for everything I have, and it's a beautiful thing to have a normal enough day, and at the end of the day or the start of the day, you're giving thanks for the simple things. It gives you a lot of gratitude for your life. Even waking up in the morning is a gift a lot
Yes,
of people don't have. You give thanks to your family, your friends, and yeah, then I usually ask for something or hope for something, and you just think about life and it. does ground you.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's more, everyone should do it or give it a
Yes.
go. I think
Give it
it's
a go. It's no way to carry.
yeah, yeah. It's cost nothing.
Yeah.
You can do it anytime.
You can do it in your head.
Do it in your head and just see how you feel once you do it. Do it for a month or two. Ask for something. Think of something you want and go through that process every day. See what happens.
Yeah. Very good. I'm actually going to get back into praying. I prayed when I was in national school, and even I'd say early secondary school, because I had a very, very religious grandmother who's actually still alive today. So she is, touch wood. And she was very religious, always kept me grounded in the faith. I'm not the most religious of men in the world, but I wouldn't throw away a mass card. Um, so I did. I said prayers, and I suppose when the prayers came back to help me was the when I had a bleed on the brain. I just want to get that into the podcast. I have to get that in. Did I get that in? Yeah, I died nearly 3 times, Michael. I mention that every
Jeez.
podcast. But on the third occasion, it was nearly lights out. And
Wow.
the one thing I'll say was when I was coming to, I could actually feel the presence of the prayer and the power of the prayer, um so, helping me along, and I will never doubt that till the day I die.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was like another person just helping me out. Now again, I'm not the most religious of men, but I do believe in that, and I do believe in something, and it's great that that you were able to bring it up because it gave me the chance to mention that again. um,
Yeah.
but it just shows you a different side here because
Yeah.
for all your supporters, you will have people that don't agree with what you're doing, and um, I know that one of the comments is, and I might as well go straight to,
But
not so nice.
but like that, when I do pray, it humbles you because I'd pray for the people who disagree or
Yes,
hate as well, and it does something to you. You know,
yes,
you realize, okay, yeah,
where you might not get that same reciprocated on people that are disliking what you're
yeah,
doing and hating on you,
yeah.
which is the I'm going to get into that now. i- The reasoning and the tolerance from we're going to say the left side
Yeah.
of the center doesn't seem to be very tolerant or accepting or any compassion or empathy or sympathy. It seems to be void. Whereas more people that are on the right side of thinking, there definitely seems to be a lot more sympathy, empathy, and humility and everything that goes with it. More likely to put their hands up when they are wrong and say, I was wrong in that, and I'll agree with that. I was wrong. You don't get that from the left hand side.
You don't. So
Yeah.
it's very for people who preach tolerance. They're very
Yes.
intolerant.
Yes.
You know, it's a tolerance as long as you agree
Yeah.
with every point or
Yeah.
viewpoint they
But
have.
you can't. No one can do that. I mean, if we were all doing that, if we were all thinking the same, we'd be English.
Yeah,
No, and that's a joke. I like English people. Um, that's for comedic effect.
yeah,
Um, no, I mean to reason within reason as well. And another thing there, it popped into my head. The downside of thinking like that when you're right is when it gets to a certain point, you get so frustrated, and then you look like the bollocks because you've retaliated, and maybe you retaliate a little bit stronger. I know my father's a perfect example of that, and let so much. He was at at one stage 52 men working for him at one particular time, and he let so much go. Everything as people were starting to take the piss, the more people that are working, it was easier to hide in sites and turn up late and go home early. And I was guilty of it myself. And he let it go. He knew it was happening. He let it go. People were taking home generators, and you never see them again. Whatever. And next thing, uh, someone might have done 20 things wrong, and then they'll come in and they might drink his Lucozade. Okay. Another time he'd buy you 50 Lucozade, and this is a perfect example. You drink his Lucozade, and he'd go for his Lucozade, and there'd be no Lucozade, and he would flip out.
Yeah,
And he's
tip
a
him.
big man,
Yeah.
6'4", 28 stone. He would flip out over the Lucasade, but it wasn't the Lucasade. It was everything else that had built up to that. It
Yeah.
was a straw that broke the camel's back. But then he looks like the dick.
It's
He looks like the
a
lunatic.
Lucasade.
Yeah, it's a Lucasade. Yeah. And that actually happened. So that's how I was able to switch into that story. But things like that, he'd let things go for months and months and months, and then over nothing, he'd flip out, and it makes like he's the bollocks. But anyway, and then people will go with that. People will go with that, and there's no reasoning with them. Once you've let down your mask, so to speak, or in their opinion, let down the mask, they they flip out, and then they have that over you, and they won't let it go.
Okay.
They will not let it go. Um, a fun question this time.
Oh.
Guinness, Beamish, or Stout? I don't even know if you drink.
I don't drink, no.
You don't drink?
No. Well, would I on a night out? I would, but I rarely go out. So
Yeah.
probably Guinness if I had to pick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guinness. But I'd only have one or two.
Okay.
Start on spirits.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah,
So you're top shelf man. Would you? Is that because you just enjoy not going out, or enjoy staying in, or
I prefer being on my own. Prefer staying in. Do like going out. When I was younger, I went out a lot. Like,
yeah,
but nowadays, no, I wouldn't bother. Sad to see. Have you seen the nightlife nowadays compared to
yes,
10 years ago?
yes,
Disaster.
yeah. There's a lot. It's like amateur hour sometimes.
It is. Yeah, it's terrible to watch. Stolen from young people. But yeah, I'd only drink maybe one or two Guinness. I find if I drink a pint, I'll fall asleep.
Okay. So you wouldn't be a mass. What's your ideal night? So we'll say it's a Friday night, Saturday night. What's your ideal night?
Oh, that's interesting. Normally,
Yeah.
I'd just be staying in. I'd usually work until maybe 10 or 11. I'd head in then. Probably make some food. Try read something. Not reading, I'll watch something.
Yeah.
That's kind of
okay.
It's very boring, but I like it.
Yeah. It's only boring if you don't like it.
Yeah. I like just being on my own, doing my own thing. Keeps me happy.
Would you say you're content?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is a great feeling.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I don't need much. Like I never feel like you want stuff. I don't have that want in me. I'm happy with life.
Yes.
Yeah. Yourself? You?
Oh, I'm not content. No, I haven't been.
Oh, you're
I haven't been
not?
content in a long time.
What's your like?
I'm always
edge?
angst. Yeah, always on edge. My brain is always switched on.
Yeah.
I content in life, but I've always been like that. It's always, how can I improve? How can I do something?
That is, you always want more.
Yeah.
Like, as in, how can you get better at stuff?
Yeah.
But in terms of, I know it could be worse.
Yeah. True. Well, I'm my own worst critic as well. I've had brilliant shows where I walked away and was like, that could have been better. Instead of just enjoying the show. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then I've had, when I know that I'm content with the show, I know that it was bang on.
Right.
Oh yeah, and we've had some shit shows as well. Like it's not, we don't nail it every time.
They've all been good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you just can't get the same frequency with the crowd. It's just no matter who was there.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is. But in majority, they've all been very good, and I've enjoyed them. And I enjoy parts of every day, but then I'm like, get back to the house, and I'm still in my head. I'm like going around like a wheel, like a hamster in a wheel, just keep going round and round and round. I'd say I remember a time when I was content. It was before social media. Maybe I'm not in the right game to try and be content. With the kids that I have as well, I'm always worried about them and everything like that. So, you've lots to look forward to when you do have kids. There's always. Would you like to have kids?
I'd love to have kids.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to them.
Great.
Kids. Yeah.
I actually think I got a very warm feeling off you. Not in a homosexual way. I think fatherhood you're destined for fatherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So, brilliant.
People, I do have a friend had a child. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you be the same? Changed your
Oh,
life?
they're without doubt the best thing ever, but
Mm.
they are a worry, as simple as that.
Yeah.
And because I've 5 kids to 3 different women, I didn't make it easy on myself.
No.
Now I get on well with them, all the mothers,
Brilliant. Yeah.
and they're all fantastic. I was just a little bit maybe too wild,
Yeah.
and they're all brilliant. But yeah, they're very much worth it. But like that, you will never rest. You'll never have enough money because you'll never have enough money, and money is important. Like whatever about values and what's going on in the world and trying to save the world, which we all do. Um, you have to look after your own house first.
Of course. Yeah.
Simple as that. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Simple as that. If everyone looked after their own first, then outside will community
Definitely.
will benefit from that.
Yeah.
I said that, and the same thing about local elections, or not just local elections, the election. Vote for the person that will do good for your local area.
Of course.
That's what you need to do when you have to vote. And I do agree with voting. You have to vote for the person that you think will be most beneficial to the area that you live in. They're you know,
Yeah.
where they are, and that's why the Healy Rays do so well in
Of
Kerry.
course. Yeah.
You know, whether you like them or you don't like them, they'll always get it in Kerry because they look after Kerry first, and then they go up to the door. Simple as that. And it's the same when you're in your own house. And if everyone done that, it would be a much better community in my opinion. Do you ever get asked, are you a controlled op
Oh, yeah. Well, asked.
because you came out of nowhere? No, I don't actually think you came out of nowhere.
No, people. Sometimes you think, do people need to go through some creator camp? You know, where they all go into and come out of. But I do, yeah, a lot. I had a talk with a guy called. I don't know. Does he release his name? But it's on YouTube. Anyways, I had a talk. I do this thing. You know, it's called steepled.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, I do. This is called a steepled hand gesture. People do it when they're confident.
Okay.
But I did this, and apparently this is like the one world order
Yes,
kind
yes,
of
yes.
amount of stuff I got on it. I mean,
Yeah,
loads of people sending me screenshots being like, "Oh, you're
that's
paid."
ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, it's mad. They were putting me AI photos in like a Freemason.
But sure,
Yeah,
I wore
ridiculous.
I done a creamy pint video and I had the all CNI and
Oh, did you?
oh I did, yeah. Oh, it was all,
Yeah,
but it was a shirt.
yeah, yeah,
I didn't even know what they were talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
That's how little I knew
And
about
then
it.
what they started calling you?
Oh yeah, I'll show it to you afterwards.
Dude.
And next thing, didn't think you were one of them. And I was like, one of what?
Yeah, it's
One of
so
what?
good.
And I stuck up for Garanoon when he got into a bit of trouble for absolutely nothing, by the
Yeah,
way. And me and him and you were, as we will get into as well, we were branded being paid off. We're on the books and all. I was like, if I did, it's not coming to me. You know,
yeah,
I could do with a few pound.
yeah.
What is even like
I'd love to know what they think.
a controlled drop?
In fairness to them, when I started this, I thought you reach a point. I honestly thought I'd reach a point where someone would reach out and be like, "Look, we want you to talk about this, or pay you off,"
Yes,
or I thought blackmail. I had to go through all my Google photos and all that and start wiping stuff and all
right.
because you don't want to be uh, blackmailed or allow anything there that people can use, basically.
Yeah, as we said earlier, don't give them any ammunition.
Don't give them any ammunition. So when starting, I did think there'd come a point where people would approach you for certain deals or hand you like, be like, here's here's a lot of money to
Yeah,
say a certain thing, but it's not like that at all.
yeah,
Reality is, nobody reaches out. The only stuff I got, I could, well, in fairness, I got some gambling company
yes,
asked me to reach out to Elon Musk and paid 20 grand for it. They said, look, if you send this message to Elon, we'll pay you 20 grand. Didn't do that because I thought it would be just, you shouldn't do things for money, really.
yes. Okay.
Plus,
Well, not like that.
yeah, yeah, exactly. There
And
was,
it's not your thing.
yeah, 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 yeah. There's an,
Like you wouldn't be into bed. Are you a better? Are you a gambler?
No, no, no,
No,
not
no, it wouldn't be on your brand.
no, no, it's not. And then another one was I did get paid, offered to. Well, there is a few things actually, but yeah, got offered a trip somewhere too, all expenses paid.
Mm-hmm.
Refused that. Got offered 10 grand to do videos about a certain topic. Refused that as well. So apart from that, seems nice. I've refused more money than I've ever made,
Yes. Okay.
and that's just out of I think integrity. Plus, I don't think you should do things. You should do things for money, but if it affects what you're going to say or what you,
Yes, of course.
yeah,
It shouldn't change your opinion.
it shouldn't change your opinion.
Exactly it. If it's not what you would normally say anyway,
Yeah,
don't do it.
do it. Yeah,
Don't try and sell something like I couldn't go on. Even though I love bread, I've never mentioned bread on my on any of my videos. So I'm not going to turn around and try and sell O'Hara's bread.
100%.
Where I can sell something alcohol because of the creamy pint thing.
Yeah,
Even though, and I've said again, Guinness are CUNTs. Like they'll never work with me, and I'll never work with them.
no,
Oh, 100%.
right,
They've contacted me only twice. One to tell me to take a video down, and
really.
oh yeah, and the other time was to tell me that they'll never work with me, and I
Oh,
didn't even
wow.
ask them. I didn't even ask them.
Okay.
Anyway, I mentioned that in every podcast as well. Um, so yeah, so that's Guinness for you. I have no
Yeah.
problem drinking any other stout. It just so happens that they do make lovely stout.
Yeah.
That's the only downfall to it, and that's the top and bottom of it. But that's why I had no problem doing videos for Conor McGregor when that opportunity came along. I don't do many videos, not like other people with platforms, our size or your size or my size. Um, A, because I don't want to dilute the page, and B, there's only certain things that I could put my name to, and it'd have to be on my level anyway. So, and plus as well, I've kind of, with the content that I use, anyone that might have wanted to use me, they're like, well, we better stay away from there because you just don't know when I'm going to do a video that might get everything just taken down, but or me not me too, but that
It's
kind of
very
thing.
hard to get sponsorships if you're not in like makeup or
Yes, of course. Yeah,
fashion.
that's it. I mean, the two of us couldn't do anything with makeup or anything like that.
No.
And it's much easier when you're into the fitness thing
Yeah.
is a good one. Fitness, foods. Like I'm not a food content creator, and makeup is another one. But you never know. I might change my style.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. But in saying that, anyone that wants to sponsor the podcast, get in contact. Ethan's the man to contact, and we will go with that. So that's it. I don't even know what a controlled app is, but
That's a good question, though. I've
yeah,
been meaning to clear the amount of times I got messages, but I just refuse to answer based on how stupid it is.
yes,
You're just like, it's too stupid to
yeah,
answer.
yeah. Well, again, if you were a controlled app, you're not going to turn around and go, "Yeah, I'm a controlled app."
You got me.
Yeah, you have me. Yeah. Um, where did all? Well, actually, before I get into this, and I'm not even on Reddit. Both of
Oh,
us,
yeah.
Martin Maloney and Garen Noon, get a serious, and I don't know why Garen Noon is getting any, like, anything he's ever said is always extremely centered, right? Very centered. And the time he did get in trouble, I thought that was
He's
what
very
centered.
careful with it.
Very careful,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Because he has a lot to lose as well,
yeah.
and he's a lot more careful than I am. Um, how he's branded in the same brush as us still after a year, coming on a year now,
Yeah.
is beyond me. But we get an awful lot of hate from, I call them soy boys on Reddit soy boys, and for sharing our opinion, basically for sharing our opinion, which proves that you just cannot share your opinion on the internet at all anymore. People have lost the art of debate, conversation, and and being able to have a different opinion to someone and still get on with them and respect them. You know,
Crazy.
it's crazy.
Garen Noon, far right. You heard it here first.
We're going to snip that bit. Just that. Just in 3 seconds. Yes, indeed. where did it all go wrong? Why do we have to deal with so many snowflakes? Where did it all go wrong?
Where did it all go wrong?
When did it go wrong? When did it start going wrong? That might be an easier question.
It's hard to pinpoint it to something. Like, well, it's hard to pinpoint it to anything, I would say. There's a lot of random stuff tied together. Like, Alan Shatter sped up the processes around immigrants coming in.
Yes.
Started also the citizen ceremonies, which kind of make a big,
Yes.
like, oh, this is a great thing to be a citizen. You're Irish now, which destroys Irish identity. Then you had the gay marriage referendum, which is fine, but I think it was such a success and people were so excited about it.
Yes.
It fast tracked a lot of other ideology,
Right. Okay.
which was going a bit too
I
far. But
get you.
everyone was so excited, everyone around were the first ones to vote on gay marriage. Look at us, we're
I was
so
just about to say that. Was it because we were the first ones in the world to do it that
yeah,
everyone got so behind it?
yeah, we're so progressive,
Yeah, because we do like our name being mentioned. Irish people
exactly,
love our name being mentioned
I
around the
love
world.
it. Yeah. Does something to them.
Yes.
So, from that then just started accelerating. And then you had NGOs that really spent their time pushing certain agendas. And
What
then,
year was the gay marriage referendum?
was it around 2012-ish?
And then we had the abortion referendum, and
Mm.
they're all looking back now.
Yeah,
They're normal things. Looking back now, compared to what we're
yeah.
seeing nowadays.
They're still very progressive for what Ireland would have been
Yes, that is true.
conservative.
We went from being one of the most conservative countries in
Mm.
Europe
Yeah,
to suddenly the most liberal
yeah,
country in Europe, like that.
yeah.
And you mentioned William Shatner. I did not realize until, and it all kind of makes sense a little bit. I didn't realize he was a Scooby Doo until recently.
Who, Alan
Yeah,
Shatter?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So as like the Scooby Doos, I'm going to say the Scooby Doos because you can't mention the J word or it gets flagged. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, and it kind of it makes a lot of sense. Would you say that even after that, then that the lockdown kind of accelerated it even more?
The lockdown was interesting. I was gone for most of COVID during in Ireland. Just started traveling because everything was
Oh, very good.
yeah, everything was locked down. So just thought there's no point being here. Um, but what was going on in Ireland at the time, I remember coming back and talking to people in Ireland. They were living in an alternate universe. Like you'd go to places. We went from Egypt, Albania, Spain, Ukraine, Romania, Bulgaria, Brazil, Argentina, and we're just traveling. And you go to these places. Egypt, it was like COVID wasn't even a thing.
Yeah.
Clubs were open, people were partying, a lot of Russians, Ukrainians there. Um, and I remember going there, spending time with there. I was actually on Spanish news as well,
Okay.
giving out about COVID. That's a clip people are yet to find. They haven't found it. Um, but giving
So you've always been an antagonist.
always been, it just made no sense. The
Yeah.
fact it's crazy people went along with it. They'd wear a mask outside,
Yeah.
walking along in the fresh air,
Mhm.
wearing a mask. They'd go inside
Mhm.
and they'd take it off to eat.
It made no sense.
It ludicrous. And I was coming home.
And you can take off your mask if you're eating.
Yeah, it's mad. And then you had people, this broke it for me. At the time, it was the unvaccinated were killing the vaccinated.
Yeah.
You're thinking, how does that even make sense? They're
Yeah.
supposed to be protected.
Yeah.
How are the unvaccinated supposedly killing the vaccinated who
Nuts.
are protected? It boggled my mind how people went along with
No,
it.
it
It made
was.
no sense.
It was insane. Like the virus was so intelligent it knew when your mask was off.
Exactly. Yeah. It was silly. The whole thing was.
It really was. The more you think of it, it was just, but it was like an experiment to see how many people would
Yeah.
comply
Hmm.
with what was going on.
Yeah.
Do you like traveling?
I do. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
because
amazing.
I know one of the questions is, and I'm going to skip to them.
Yeah.
One of the questions is, would you ever move to Europe?
Tell them I'm in Europe.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think they mean the
Somewhere
continent.
else, yeah. Would
And
I've
and which country, if you were to?
Prague's supposed to be nice.
Oh, Prague is gorgeous.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful.
Where would
Paris,
I?
Paris of the East.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
Where would I go
It's
to?
Paris with nice people. What it is.
Yeah. Without the French.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like the French
Oh
anyway.
yeah, I like the French too, and
Yeah,
they have a lot of good qualities as well.
they do. Yeah. The Where would I move? I don't really know. Europe, Poland seems okay. Cheap accommodation.
Yes.
I'd just be if I was moving somewhere, I'd be looking for cost of living, house prices, really, and what
Okay.
it's like to start
Very
a family.
practical.
Yeah, start a family.
There's a same question, and again, if there was a general election tomorrow, which party would you vote for? Would you ever run? I know that's another question that is coming down the line. Would you ever
Oh,
run for politics yourself?
yeah, I don't know. It depends. If it was needed, I would. But at the moment, I think I'm better placed just changing people's
Yes.
minds or
Okay.
getting them on the right track.
Yeah.
But if it was needed and it would make a difference, I would. But I think it would stunt my ability
Yes.
to actually produce media that might actually
Okay.
convince someone to vote.
I don't think there's any reason you couldn't do both.
Yeah,
You could still have your platform, and I think it might be beneficial
do better.
to it, because we do need people that think outside the box and won't be manipulated,
Yeah.
to the party line.
Mm.
Yeah, so you've already explained what party you might go for, or indeed go independent or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I eventually want to get into politics.
Would
Well,
you? Yeah.
100%, yeah.
That's
Yeah, oh
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll come to a stage where
Fair play.
yeah,
I like
I want to
that.
get into politics. Yeah,
More
I do want to
people
make a
should.
difference. Yeah,
More people should.
yeah.
Yeah.
And see how it goes, and I want to be able to change Ireland for the better.
Yeah.
Um and I'm if I am the way I am now, and I've always been this way, I don't think I'll be easily swayed by money. Was never my king, as long as my bills were paid, and that was it.
100%.
Um, that's it. Well, we'll see where that goes. Would a lot of people say, yeah, I always get this. We'd vote for you. I'd vote for you. But when it comes down to it, would they vote for me? Is another thing.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. When I've had enough fun out of the live shows, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Might even go with the next time.
Brilliant.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm noticing growing animosity between the Irish towards the Americans, or America.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
like that.
yeah, I don't like it either. I love America.
I love Americans, and I love the Americans that are proud of their
Yeah.
Irish heritage. That's the left in Ireland trying
Yeah.
to separate the two. Very cruel, very bad. They'll sooner call someone coming from Somalia here for
Yes.
5 years Irish,
Yes.
but the Americans that had Irish family
Yes.
moved to America, they laugh at them for calling themselves
Yes.
Irish,
I know.
and
That is nuts.
it is nuts. Yeah,
Absolutely nuts. We have a lot more in common. And like, I'm not saying that all Somalians are bad,
yeah,
but I also believe that there's a lot of people coming in for nefarious reasons,
100%. Yeah,
and they're not compatible with
yeah.
Irish life or Irish culture, and don't have any desire to integrate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I brought lots of sheets there of Denmark does all the studies on different groups and how they contribute. And the reality is, a lot of these groups, it's pointless bringing them in.
Mm-hmm.
Higher crime, they cost more on the state. It's a drain on both the economy and society just to open the doors to groups of people that are completely different from our own.
Yeah.
It's a failed experiment.
And have absolutely no desire to contribute to
They do not care for
society.
Yeah,
Now, this is the one thing. I think this is probably the main thing, and one of the only things
Mm.
that we have a difference of opinion on.
yeah,
Um, you believe to be Irish, you have to be Irish, that you have to be born in Ireland, Irish parents.
yeah. You have to. Your ethnicity has to be Irish.
Yes.
You have to have some. You have to have biological heritage.
Yes.
You know, if that can be, look, I would still, and this there's a lot of people on the right who would disagree with this. I have no problem calling someone who has half Nigerian, half Irish. I
Yeah.
have no problem calling them Irish,
Yeah.
because they are half Irish. I'll never like if you're telling you're telling me say two Nigerians come over, they have a child.
Yes.
The child is fully Nigerian,
Yes.
grows up in Ireland.
Right.
That that's a Nigerian
Yeah.
who grew up in Ireland. It's not an
Okay.
Irish person.
How far down the line do they have to go before
Well,
they're Irish? Or are they ever Irish?
they're never Irish. If that Nigerian child meets another Nigerian, they have a child, it's still a Nigerian.
Okay.
What did happen before, but because we have so much immigration now, they form their own communities. They segregate themselves. What happens is they don't assimilate. What would have happened ages ago is a Nigerian would come in, say they'll have a Nigerian child. That Nigerian child will probably marry someone Irish because they don't have so
The
many.
community, yes.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So then you have this kind of assimilation happen and a mix happen. But nowadays that's not happening, and you'll have second generation Nigerian who calls themselves Irish. I wouldn't. They're just not Irish.
Okay. You see, I have this thing where if you're born in Ireland,
Yeah.
um, even if you have, you say Nigerian, it doesn't have to be Nigerian. It could be from any country. It could be damn English for all that matter.
Mm.
And saying that all the English are Irish anyway, or want to be Irish.
Yeah.
Again, comedic value.
Yeah.
If you come in and you want to contribute to Irish society and you're here and you're born in Ireland, even though you're whatever color skin you are, from whatever country that you are,
Mm.
and you represent Ireland and you want to represent Ireland,
Yeah.
I do believe that you have to be respected or allocated a certain amount of Irishness, for want of a better word. And I know that that's completely going against what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do believe that if you are willing to wear the Irish jersey, to represent Ireland, you're born in Ireland, and I think if the longer you're here, and if you have kids, well, then it gets more and more Irish, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's where we differ. I know that I done a video about the runner, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce her name. She done well in the Olympics. She's a 400-meter runner.
No, I think I know
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
begins with A. I just can't. I'm just not even going to try and
Come on,
pronounce
give
it.
it a go.
No, I'm not a clue. I'm not a notion. But she represented Ireland, and I felt that she deserved to to be recognised as Irish. And I do know that there's a difference between ethnicity or ethnically Ireland Irish and and doing something for sport and for representing Ireland as well. So I do know that, but I am this very proud of Ireland, and I love when it's represented, no matter where the people come from. If they're willing to represent Ireland in a good way and contribute to Irish society, well, then I do think that they
I
need to be.
I get that, but I still think it has to be tied to something real.
Mm,
That's ethnicity. Like I'd never, if I went to Japan, I'd never in a million years call
yes,
myself
I seen you saying
Yeah,
that before.
it would be cruel of me to pretend
Well,
as
that
if
is true. I mean,
yeah,
I never would either.
and that's the way it normally is. You'll see a lot of people, even the Polish, who are very alike. They're still white Europeans. They're very like ourselves. Come in, they'll still call themselves Polish,
Yes,
and they're still quite similar. It's just this. I think if you're from the Congo, you come here. Be proud you're from the Congo. You're
yes,
not Irish. Doesn't matter how much you love the country. Unfortunately, if you don't have an Irish parent and heritage, you're not Irish. The Irish are a group of people native to Ireland.
okay,
I think it's an attack on identity. And if we lose that, if anyone can be Irish, well then you give up Ireland. That
okay,
that land
okay.
it's gone.
Yeah, I can see your point of view. I'm just a little bit more.
Because it goes, you have this idea Ireland should be ruled or owned by the Irish.
Yes,
If anyone can be Irish, Ireland can be ruled and owned by anyone,
Okay.
quite literally.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Ha-
I listen. I completely accept
yeah,
your point of view, and and at the end of the day, I do want an Irish person leading the country as well at the
yeah.
on the top of that.
That's an
Um,
interesting one. Do you think? Okay,
Go on, go on.
so,
No, no, this is
you,
where
you think someone foreign should be allowed to run in elections?
that's a very good question.
Yeah,
I know that in America you have to be born American to be the president,
yeah.
and
Same thing.
I do believe that for Taoiseach or president, you have to be born on the island at the very least
Okay.
of Ireland. If you had if you had unnefarious intentions, I think foreigners could be allowed if they represent their constituencies
Mm,
constituencies
mm,
in a good way. Well, then I can't see why not.
okay. I disagree.
Okay, you disagree. Well, I knew you might
Yeah,
at the lower levels but I do believe that you need to be born in the country to be Taoiseach or
I get that. You
yeah
look like the way I look at it is you fast forward to places that have worse immigration than our own. England, for example, the Birmingham MPs, Pakistani,
yeah okay
they're going against an expansion to Heathrow. At the same time they're doing that, they're advocating for an airport in Pakistan.
yes
Like, what are you
I
doing
get
here?
you.
You know?
I
Yeah,
understand that as well. And will we ever see it as bad in this country as it is in the UK?
yeah. Oh, if it keeps 100%, if it keeps
Okay,
going,
that's not good.
that's if it keeps. I things are changing.
Yeah, digital ID. What's your opinion on that?
Oh yeah, I think Keir Starmer threw it out. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Shouldn't go in. Shouldn't happen.
Um, are you on Rumble?
No.
No, I'm not on Rumble. I don't even know. I don't even know what the platform looks like.
Yeah.
Um, Michael, what do you think Ireland, Europe will be like in 20 to 30 years' time?
It depends which way it goes. I hope if I could give advice to any young person, it's get involved in the European movement that's happened. There are great young people now that are standing up for their country, especially you see it in France, you see it in Austria, England as well. A lot of young people starting to see the countries they they are from, their ancestors' countries, changed before them and being sold to basically foreign people, you know.
Hmm.
Uh, so I would hope with the way things are going, we can get to a stage where we start remigration and send a lot of these groups of people home.
Yes.
Um, and then hopefully we're in a
I do think that needs to happen. With all I've said there about,
has, yeah,
yeah, it has to happen.
in my view, it has to happen.
We just don't have the infrastructure for charters.
It's impossible. No, it has to happen unless you want Ireland to be something it's not, along with England, Belgium, all these absolutely beautiful European countries with beautiful people. If you want to just give that away, uh,
To dilute it altogether.
to dilute it all altogether, then then you when all you have to do is not do remigration. You just
Yeah.
keep doing what we're doing here.
At the end of the day, especially Ireland is still a relatively new state.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
only 110 years
yeah,
old this year.
yeah.
Oh, it's not even. That's the 1916. It's not even 100.
1922. Yeah,
Yeah, 1922. So we're still a new, and I'm sure there's still people that can remember the fight
yeah,
to be independent, and we seem to be throwing it away again, which brings me back onto your side.
yeah.
I just think it's nuts,
It is nuts.
absolutely nuts. For what the sons of Roisin died is the saying, isn't
Yeah.
it? Mike, do you squat? What do you squat and bench in the gym? That's obviously from one of those fitness gurus.
Don't squat much or bench much in the gym. I'm trying to get to 100. My most is 90 on bench. Squat, I don't know. I'm always afraid. I dislocated my knee skiing, so I
Okay,
always be afraid to do too much. Years ago, me and my friends used to do 100, I wouldn't be doing that by myself.
okay. Would you go to the gym regular?
I try to, yeah. Over
Yeah.
Christmas now, No, but I'll go back to the gym now. Yeah, I'll be back in the gym now.
Okay, very good, very good. I literally everything I do, and all the marathons I've gone to and all that and done, it's all myself, running on the road, body weights. That's it. I do need to go back
Oh
to the
yeah.
gym. The older you get, the harder it is to keep the weight off.
The body weight exercises are brilliant.
Yeah,
Very good for strength.
yeah, yeah. And I relied on natural strength for a long time. I was plastering a long time, but I haven't plastered in a
Yeah.
year now. And before that, it's like sporadic.
Tough work.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough. Had you ever? What was your job after school? Did you go to college?
Did for a small bit. Um, my job after school would have been construction mainly, and then sales and marketing and GTM.
Okay,
Sure, yeah.
very good. You see, as much as I've seen you online, and I'm sure everyone's the same, we wouldn't know these things,
No.
because you're a controlled drop.
Start doing this. Yeah. Do you know what's funny about the control apps type is they go, this is like a secret sign. But then
Yeah,
why are they doing a secret sign if it's
yeah,
supposed
well,
to be
yeah.
a
If it's
secret? It's
not
just
very
yeah,
secret,
yeah.
like the video I done about your man that was selling the gaff and fingless that had no windows, that double glazed windows was one of the lines I used. That was completely burnt out, and he was selling it as if it was the Taj Mahal, and he was going around like that. People were accusing him of being in the Illuminati.
Really?
Absolutely nuts. Um, love both of you. Hope ye stay strong in the face of criticism. Thank you very much.
Nice.
No name for that. Thank you
Q.
so much. Uh, will you step up? Will you step up to a political party? We've already answered that.
Yeah.
Same question with the next one. Why are so many Irish Europeans accepting of the Muslim invasion?
Are they accepting? I suppose people are just living their own life and it's happening for them. That's why I tell people
Living their own life, yeah.
to get involved, even do small stuff. Like it can be a bit daunting to maybe go to a protest or things like that. But the best thing you can do is just be brave enough to say something in your personal life.
Yes.
If people are saying one thing, you disagree with them.
Yes.
Disagree with them.
Yes. I think what might be happening as well is people with these liberal views are going around saying what they need to say and saying it. And people just don't want to get into,
Yeah.
because they're very confrontational,
They're loud and
very
aggressive.
loud and aggressive, and people don't want the hassle of that. So therefore, they think everyone agrees with them.
100%. Yeah. Shocking how many people are actually on the other
Yes,
side.
I would say the majority, and if not
100%.
vast majority,
Yeah.
on the side of common sense.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm on, and I get an awful lot of shit because I'm very loud, especially when I mention Enoch Burke or show any kind of softness towards Donald Trump or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure he's not the most savory of characters, but he has some good points as well. The same with I got into trouble with Conor McGregor and the whole works, but like I'm used to it. Sometimes it's just very bad, very bad. Like the last one I done about I done just a comment actually the last day. I said eh, Enoch Burke's been up and down to Mountjoy that many times. They've set up a bus airing route for him, a daily bus airing route for him. Um, what did I say? It's a hop on, hop off service. It's a hop on, hop off TransLink service. Pun intended. And then I said, "Welcome to Ireland, the only place where we jail people that want to go to work."
I seen that. That was
Yeah,
a good one.
yeah. But I got an awful lot of shit for
Yeah.
that. Oh my god, especially on Twitter. But it's these bot accounts and these little absolute ferrets
Yeah.
online, and they're commenting on each other's comments, and they're egging themselves on
yeah.
and liking each other's comments, and they make it out like there's this big group
Yeah.
of people when it's a small group.
They
They're
all
just very
they all
loud.
know each other.
All know each other.
Yeah, yeah.
I know from the likes. And when you see someone with a tiny account, I'm talking 15 people,
Yeah.
making a comment that isn't funny, it's not really realistic or anything to do with lost in the context of the thing, and it has in the first 30 seconds 15 likes.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't.
Like even if I commented on my own video,
Yeah.
it would take a while to get that. Like we're not stupid,
No.
and we're very observant. Well, I am anyway. It's you don't have to be Albert Einstein to see what's going on. What do you think of actually the Enoch Burke situation?
Uh, I think I have to admire him. I don't know how he does it. It would be so easy just to stop,
Hmm.
just decide not to go.
Hmm.
But to be that principled,
Hmm.
that's why you have to have a deep faith in God to be that principled, which he does. So many people would not be able to do what he's doing. To know if you show up, you're going back to jail and to do it anyways because you believe that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
It all stemmed from him not calling a boy day
Yeah.
because they, you know, unsure of their gender, non-binary, whatever. He got suspended. He disagreed with the suspension, showed up at the school. So that's where it stems from. People like to go, oh, it's because he's uh
Contempt of court. It
exactly.
really
It's
boils
so
my
it
piss.
doesn't it because it's so
Reason he's
yeah,
in contempt of court is because it all stems from the initial
100%.
reason
Yeah,
he didn't agree with Colin. And the thing is, if this was 15 years ago or 20 years ago,
never happened.
this would have been a roll of the eyes, get on with it, and go home.
Yeah,
And everyone would have slept happily ever after, and nothing would have said about it. But there was a big deal made of it. This little snowball that turned into a massive snowball. Oh, he's in jail because he's in contempt of court. But why is he in contempt of court? Why did
exactly.
it get that far? Because he didn't agree with the agenda of the school, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to say I have been in contact with teachers from the school that are afraid to say anything,
Okay.
that are
Okay.
afraid to say anything,
Yeah.
even though they're in complete agreement
Yeah.
with Enoch. And an awful lot of the students will tell you, and their parents will tell you, that he was an exceptional teacher,
Yeah.
and they do it, the actual whole family. Now, there's a couple of things, ways they approach things that I might be a little softer on, but they they do exceptional grinds, and sometimes if you cannot afford it, I've been this is by told this isn't um first hand information, but second hand information that like they're not going to ask for money. They do it an awful lot for free, like just to give grinds. So there's a lot of good things about them as well. It's just that maybe their approach sometimes is a little bit um
Yeah.
too abstruse.
I think anyone talking bad about them or
Hmm.
trying to pretend as if it's the
Hmm.
court issue, I think you're disingenuous. I think it's cruel. It all stems from that initial suspension where he was suspended because he didn't go along with the
Yes,
trans
and
ideology.
that's exactly where it comes from.
Yeah.
And you can say whatever you want about the contempt of court.
Yeah.
And I'm going to finish this one because it's still in the back of my head from yesterday and the day before. Yes, yes, we know he's in jail because of the contempt of court.
Yeah.
But the reason he's in contempt of court is because he was sticking up for his values. It all stems from that,
100%.
and there's no other way where it stems from. Um, and when someone's back up, especially someone that's so principled, they will continue. Why does he keep coming back? Because he's principled.
Yeah.
He's in so far now at this stage. He cannot put back down.
Yeah.
He cannot back down. You know
Oh, it's incredible. You gotta respect him, even if you disagree with what he's doing. How can you not respect
exactly,
that? You know?
exactly.
Yeah,
And like I said, there's a couple of approaches that the family that I would do differently,
yeah,
but definitely their discipline, their principles, and their sheer determination just keep seeing it through is very admirable.
yeah.
So it is. You've promoted the Nazi race under the guise of common sense. What do you have to say for yourself?
The Nazi race.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Over. I promoted the Nazi
Yes.
race
Yes.
under the guise of common sense.
Yes.
I just think that's just stupid.
Okay.
That's low IQ.
Yeah.
I don't even know what.
I think where they're getting that from is the thing of the dilution
Oh, all right.
of an ethnic group, which, but in saying,
Oh, they're talking about like it says a race, as in
yeah, the
take the
Nazi,
Nazi out away from it.
yes,
And promoting race
yeah,
under the
because I'd
guise.
say one of the things that like the Aryan race would have been,
Oh, now I get you.
yeah,
Okay, so I'm promoting race under the guise of common sense. Yeah, I
I think
suppose.
that's, yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's,
but
I think you've explained all that
yeah,
when you were on about
but I'm,
being ethnic,
yeah,
ethnically Irish and
yeah,
ethnically any group, and that's the thing about it.
yeah,
You want England to be English. You
Oh,
want Ireland
100%.
to be Irish, France to be French.
That's, yeah.
It's not like you want Ireland to be above everyone else,
Yeah, I don't know what.
whereas kind of Hitler kind of did,
Yeah, yeah,
with the Aryan race.
yeah. It's. I don't know what they mean by guise of common sense. That's just. I think that's. Well, obviously, I personally think that is common sense. Why would I want to go to Germany and it's anything but German? Of
Yeah,
course, I want to go to Germany and experience what Germany is. Same with every European country. It's the same as other countries like Japan. I want to go to Japan and see
yeah,
Japanese people. I want to be encased in Japanese culture. I don't want to go to Japan and see lots of different other cultures or other
yeah.
people.
Which you will get no matter where you go, but you
Yeah.
want the majority of people
Oh, definitely.
to
Yeah.
be authentically Japanese.
100%. Yeah.
And
That's the
it's the
way.
same when people come to Ireland. They don't want to come down the street and not see anyone
That's
Irish.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's funny that there is a few messages wondering, will you ever come over to Germany? And I know that they were said in a nice way.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. Germany.
I thought you might have German connection because there's
Oh,
so
really?
many. Yeah, a lot of people asked, have you ever been to Germany? Would you like to go to Germany?
Yeah. I have a lot of Europeans that follow. All right. Germany, maybe. I have no interest so much to see. Do I? Yeah, I'd like to go to Oktoberfest and stuff and
Yes.
experience that. I'd like to walk around Germany, yeah, but what I've heard from it, it's not. I haven't heard great things.
Okay.
But I like the German people
Yes.
and I like
Yes. Yes.
Germany.
Very economic. Very,
They're very, yeah,
yeah,
meticulous.
meticulous, black and white. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Even in, and I know this is not going to stick enough for Hitler and the Nazis and all that, but even during World War II, they were very efficient and economic.
Mm,
They used old weapons and redesigned them on the battlefield
right.
to make bombs out of them, to make
Yeah.
mines out of them, the whole
German
works.
engineering.
In German engineering, yeah,
They're known
100%.
for it.
They're exactly. Um,
Yeah.
we'll wrap up some of these. Some of these are just repeating themselves. What's your opinion on the homeless in Irish?
Yeah.
I think no one wants the homeless in Irish, to be honest.
Homeless in Irish.
Homeless in Ireland. Sorry,
Yeah, look, it keeps going up. I think it's at what, 16K now.
I'd say more if the truth be told.
Yeah. Um, what's my opinion on it? It's not good. I'd rather. It's a disgrace. You have Helen McEntee, I think, approving 100 million to NGOs in Africa that promote gender equality. You had 120 given to um, Ukraine, and then you,
More 100. I done a video on that one.
yeah,
125 in one sitting.
it's just insane. So you're handing out. That's not even talking about the billions given to IPAS accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a situation where you're putting up foreigners in a hotel,
Mm.
outside that hotel is an Irish man or a child on the street begging, you've you've
Something
lost
wrong.
country.
Something's
Something
broken.
seriously wrong. Yeah.
Something's broken. One of the second last question I'm going to ask you is: have you ever got any pushback from politicians, from the political establishment?
Political establishment.
Do you believe that you're on the radar?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There was the Dublin mayor, I think, got upset one day because I made a video about him. Um, do I believe? I do. Yeah, they are like. There's a whole thing going around now that they want to have control over social media's algorithms.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's largely part of um, content doing well.
Yes.
It's just it rips. They had a campaign. They throw so much money at it to do like reclaim the Irish flag,
Mm-hmm.
and
Nonsense.
it's nonsense. And they throw money at it, and they give it to loads of left-leaning influencers,
Yes.
like
Yes.
one of
Yes.
your friends. What's her name? Tasha
Yes.
from Dinner with the Enemy. That she was in charge of it, but it goes nowhere. It's
Goes
dead
nowhere.
because no one's interested.
They're just an echo chamber.
100%. Nobody cares about them other than themselves,
Yeah.
really. And they're in this big group where they scream and shout, and it goes nowhere. So
Yeah.
now what you see is you have the Social Democrats getting on stage talking about nationalizing social media. So the government owns the algorithm. So just crazy stuff.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Mad.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
You know, soon they'll be in charge of everything,
Yeah.
and you'll be happy about it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So the last question I'll ask is of the questions: is it too late for Ireland? Can Ireland turn it around?
Oh no, I think Ireland has one of the best chances. Like I
I have
look at,
always said it.
yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you look at France, England's in a horrid position. Feel bad for England because English identity has been attacked for so long. Um, anyone can be claimed to be British or English. That's why I'm very stern on Irish
Hmm.
identity. I think it has to be tied to something real and objective. Ireland still has a good chance. There's a lot of patriotic people in Ireland, and they love Ireland. They love their culture. They love the land. It's just we have to embrace that, and we have to realize doesn't benefit us to bring people in that care little for us or our
Hmm.
culture or our
Hmm.
people, that have no history here, and hand them everything,
Okay.
give them power. I think all we need to do is keep keep the momentum building, change a few minds. People need to get involved in politics.
Yes.
Uh, people that never thought about it probably should start putting themselves forward. If you're unsure about making content, start making content, speak out about it. And there's always something you can do, even if you're in your university or college. What I'll try to do now is start an organization that sells stickers, stencils, all that. Go around, put remigration stickers on
Okay.
notice boards,
Right.
kind of start building. They do this in France. Start building momentum and excitement, and make good aesthetic videos as well, highlighting Irish culture, Irish people, and promote Irishness.
Very good.
I still think there's
I'm all like at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I'm promoting Irishness. I'll always like, and I'll take the piss out of the government when I can get a chance, because I do think that they're way off the mark for Irish people.
100%.
But when it comes down to it, I'm so proud to be Irish, and I would be definitely on in behind you with promoting Ireland.
There's
And
something beautiful about that, and you
yeah,
should fight for your own.
yes,
You should stand with your own.
yes. I'm going to try and convince you over the next couple of years to come down my route of getting into politics, and you never know what might happen. You never know what might
Are you
happen.
going to run next time?
If yeah, I think I
Yeah,
would. Yeah,
good
if I was in
man.
the position, I want to get into the position where I can run.
Be
Yeah, I do
amazing.
actually.
Do you know who you're going to?
That's the thing. I'd nearly have to go into one of the new parties or independent.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's no way I could tie myself to Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, or Sinn Féin.
yeah.
Even though Sinn Féin was where I grew up,
Mm,
or what I grew up with, I just think it's too far gone,
yes.
unless they have a change of leader, and which I'm disappointed was, because Mary Lou MacDonald
Yeah.
was like, I thought she was sex on legs. I did, yeah.
Yeah.
In her younger
Yeah.
years, like she was just my type.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the Rain Kelly thing going on.
I need to look her up now when
Yeah,
she
I
was
do.
younger.
When she was younger, check her out. The short black hair, um, not thin but not heavy. The big boobies. I've gone way off on a tangent here. um, but yeah, Michael has been. What's there's no point in asking you where can we find you, because you're literally all over Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
What's the plans?
What's the plans?
You going
You.
taking over the Irish team again?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Needs to happen. Plans, YouTube show, then an organization that just creates material for
Okay.
it'd be independent. It's just for material. People can go on the website and get involved in stuff if they want. And from there, we'll see. We'll see. I think I'll just keep trying to
Yeah. Okay.
convince people.
Okay. Fair play to you. It's been an absolute pleasure. I was really looking forward to this, and I
Cool.
know that I'm going to have you back at some stage as
Yeah,
well.
it was a great talk. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Good.
Really good, Stephen.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
So, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching this podcast on whatever platform that you are listening or watching it on. If you've enjoyed it, please tell everyone. If you didn't enjoy it, tell absolutely No one. And until the next time, everyone at home or wherever you are, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay away from yourself. Good luck.